Welcome to my second DIY video. Today I'm going to recreate a sign that I saw in a store recently. To start with, I am taking off the sticker to this wood piece that I got from Meijer. It was $2.99. I am going to start by getting my truffle chalk paint, adding in some water to get that stain effect. And then once I have that applied, I will take a piece of paper towel and wipe away the excess. Next, I'm going to get out my ruler and we're going to measure out some lines. We are going to create that faux plank wood look here. And you can see in some areas the wood is missing some of the marker. I am trying to lightly do this intentionally to have those blank areas. Once I was satisfied with the lines, I do go over this with a piece of sandpaper. For my next step, I am going to take this marker and then two different size heart pieces that I liked, and I'm just going to center them how I want them to look on the wood here. Once I am satisfied with that, I'm just going to trace the hearts with my marker.
Since my hair got cut and dyed.
And now you can see this is how it looks with the hearts drawn. So next I am going to take my hammer and nails. These are just some nails that we had sitting around the house. And you want to use short nails. And here I am just going to line the heart with the nails. I do grab a ruler so that I can somewhat line up the nails, and you will see why in just a moment.
To rip a chapter out my mind, I've tried, and his laugh is just as soft as yours, smiling just as wide.
So next up I'm going to grab some yarn and corresponding paint. So this is a Valentine's piece, so you could use Valentine's colors. However, I wanted to keep it farmhouse neutral so that I could keep it up all year round if I wanted to. You could also paint the hearts prior to putting in the nails, but I actually found it easier to paint with the nails already in. It gave me a line to follow, and I also kind of wanted that black line to still show through.
Just as dark as yours, freckles just as light. Could be what I desire. So it feels like my hands are tied, hands are tied, hands are tied.
Okay, for my smaller heart, I did not have the exact color I wanted, so here I am taking some blue paint and mixing in a little bit of black just to get it a little bit darker. You can see I match it up with the yarn, and it actually matches pretty well. After this, I did go back in and give my white heart a second coat because it was just a little bit too streaky for me. Now I'm going to take my yarn and wrap it around the nails. And I just decided to start by going one direction and then switch over to go the other direction. But of course you could do this any way you wanted to, that's just how I wanted it.
But he's got those stranger eyes, stranger eyes, stranger eyes.
I am going to take my hot glue gun and just add a little bit to hold that string in place, and then cut down the extra, and this is what you have. I do the same thing for the white heart. I did add an extra layer to this heart because it just felt like it was too low. And just like the smaller heart, I'm going to cut the extra and then use my glue gun to glue down the ends of the string. And I actually wasn't squeezing any of the glue out, I was just using what was already on there. So of course I couldn't just be satisfied with what I have, even though it is gorgeous just the way it is. I wanted to use my favorite stamp set, and I am going to stamp the word love. I did kind of go back and forth on where I wanted to put it, but once I had that set, I went ahead and added the letters on. You will notice I caught some of the edge of this stamp and I wanted that look. So I do not go back and paint over it or anything. To wrap this piece up, I did want to add some ribbon around the edges. As you can see, I did not paint those edges because I knew I was going to be adding this ribbon. And I recommend you getting one of these little pink finger covers. I burned myself so much with my hot glue gun that I have finally learned to start using that. So from here, you could really leave the piece the way it is. I did want to add in a bow. I got 3 or 4 of these from a yard sale for $1. However, you can also purchase jute string from the Dollar Tree or Walmart. And then I do take an extra piece just to wrap it and tie a knot to hold it in place. And then you can see my ribbon below. I do add in a string of that behind the bow just to add a little extra to it. Here I'm just taking my hot glue gun and gluing that down, and then I am going to trim up the longer pieces so that they fit and do not overlap onto the hearts. And this is what you end up with. Let me know what you guys think.